Hey, you. Yes, you. Um, the one who's listening. Breathe, relax. No overthinking, right? Whatever you thought this would be like, remove it out of your mind. Come empty. No pressure. You don't even have to listen or agree with any of this. I'm just glad you're here. Let this be a time where you're giving yourself a break to breathe. It's just so happens there's a sweet little weird lady that you are listening to on the other end of this camera or video or radio, wherever you are listening from. Anywho, breathe, relax, don't overthink or overcomplicate this. Have faith. Why do we complicate life? Why do we even complicate things? Do you know that the word faith is so simple? Literally one of the simplest things ever. Like, literally, everyone is already naturally projecting this word. But we humans, who are a little walk-in embodiment of God, that's what the word means, if you didn't know, has overcomplicated or turned faith into religious practices that I think people got tired and started calling faith luck. Anyway, I won't take too much of your time. You're probably a really busy person and alive right now. So you're alive? Great. If you're listening, have you driven a car? Have you driven a car before? Or probably have you walked before? Okay, what about have you taken a plane before? Okay. Or do you know someone who have driven a car, walked, or taken a plane? Or probably have gone for a stroll, ran? Faith is literally those things. I'm gonna let that sink in. Faith is literally those things. Everyday little things, big things, odd things, weird things that we do. You can put faith in it. Yeah. Stick with me here. So there are approximately 100, I did the research for you. Great. 100,000 to 115,000 flights per day. Total passengers with an average of 80 people per flight. That's approximately 9.2 million people flying each day. 9.2 million people. And the actual number is probably higher. That's just an estimate or a guesstimate. So faith is getting on a plane. 9.2 million people getting on the plane. That's faith right there. You're in the air, your life, your family life. You're trusting it in the hands of a person who you or that your family member have never met. You sit, you listen to the attendants, and this person who you have never met is called the pilot. You only hear his or her voice, and then this pilot sends out assistants to tell you what to do, help your flight go smoothly. You sit, you obey what they say, you trust them, you eat the food they give you. Most of us don't even pray over it. Just saying. You sleep, relax, and with other strangers you've probably never met either. You believe that the pilot will get you to your destination safely. You get out of the plane when the pilot lands, not you. The pilot lands the plane. And you say, thank you, because you're there safely. You say, thank you. Some people even clap for the pilot, who again, you never see. You get off and you go your way. To get in a car or a taxi, again, total trust. That's literally faith. Believe, trust, relax in, complete surrender. to the unseen entity. So why do we complicate this thing? Let's dive into this episode. It's a pretty short one, by the way. We don't want to overwhelm you the first time you listen to this show today. So enjoy the next 9 minutes, 30 seconds or so, and I hope you know you're the right person in the right place at the right time. Let's not complicate this. Relax, breathe, and here we go. Welcome to Fiery Faith TV, where faith isn't just a feeling, it's fire. Whether you're just beginning to spark your belief or keeping it ablaze through life's furnace, remember this: you're the right person in the right place at the right time. Here, crazy is just another word for courageous. There's a kind of faith the world calls irrational, but heaven calls it fiery. Now, this isn't a space for playing it safe. It's about trusting the unseen, obeying the unheard, and walking in the unbelievable. So, my friends, if your heart's been burning for more, you're not alone. I'm your host, Rebekah Acquah. And yes, I've got a lot of fire in me. Let's dive into today's episode of Bold Belief, Blazing Truth, and Supernatural Insights. New here? Please like, share, and comment and subscribe because someone needs this. You need this. You are meant to be here. This platform, this podcast, this YouTube channel, wherever you are watching from, was created for you. It's a journey we will take together. Each episode is designed to bring you closer to the change you long to see in your life, in your faith, and in your understanding. Each episode, your faith, your understanding of how powerful you truly are. This isn't just about listening. It's about participating. Expect journal prompts, real-life testimonies, and practical conversations that will meet you where you are. So, who am I? You may ask. Why should we even listen to you? Well, just like you, I am just Rebekah. Simple. No titles needed, just Rebekah. But if you're wondering who you're listening to, here's a glimpse. I have a master's degree in clinical psychology, 6 years as a therapist and social worker. I've worked with incarcerated individuals. I've worked with children and adults. I'm a published author by the grace of God. I can proudly say now that I am an actress. I'm a youth leader and founder of Eve's Grace Scholastic Innovation, which gears towards advocating for education, mentorship, entrepreneurship, and outreach to the homeless. For more than all of that, people, I am a child of God, a believer in Jesus. I am a wife. I have a position as a mother. I have a position as a caregiver. If you're here, it's not an accident. There's no such things as coincidences. You're here on purpose for a purpose. Let's be clear. I'm not religious. I want to make that very clear. For the people back there, I strongly believe, religion often divides. We weren't created to be religious. We were created to have relationship, to walk with God, to love one another, to have dominion on earth, not on each other. Even the word, for example, religion stems from legion, a multitude, often military. So if you add and you get return to division, I hope you understand what I'm trying to say. Were we meant to fight each other or were we meant to unite? I'll leave that question for you yourself to answer. So stay, whether you believe in God, don't believe, or you're somewhere in between, stay, listen, watch. This isn't about preaching. It's about faith. And not just any faith. This is what separates this podcast. It's about fiery faith. Because no matter where you are in the world, you already are using faith daily. And I want you to stick around to find out how. So 3 places you may be in your faith journey. Wherever you are right now, your faith has a pause. And chances are you're in one of these 3 places. 1, probably faith on fire. You're burning with belief. You've seen God move. You felt his presence. You're walking boldly, praying fiercely, and trusting deeply, even when it doesn't make sense. You're not just surviving, you are igniting others. Your faith is contagious. You're living proof that God still speaks, still heals, still shows up. If that's you, keep burning. Your flame is lighting the way for someone else. Or maybe you're number 2, faith on fumes. You're tired. You've been praying, waiting, hoping, but nothing seems to change. You're running on empty, questioning if God still hears you. You haven't lost faith, but it's flickering. You're holding on, my friend, by a thread, whispering, God, are you still there? If that's you, don't let go. Even a mustard seed moves mountains. This podcast is here to breathe oxygen into your flame. And you're probably, if you're here, there's another option. Maybe your faith on pause. Maybe you're not sure what you believe. You've been hurt by religion, been hurt by others. Maybe life knocked the wind out of you. Maybe you're just searching, not sure which religion is telling the truth, seeing things happening with people who are supposed to be faith-based. You're curious though, cautious, and quietly wondering if faith is worth the risk. If that's you, welcome. You're safe here. This isn't about pressure. It's about possibility. You don't need to have it all figured out. You just need to be willing to explore. No matter where you are, on fire, on fumes, or on pause, this space is for you because fiery faith isn't about perfection. It's about persistence. So let's walk this journey together. Let's spark something eternal. So, if your faith on fire, before we end this episode, here's some journal prompts. What has God done in your life that still fuels your faith today? My faith on fire, people? Who in your life needs to see your fire? And how can you share it this week? If you're among my Faith on Films family, what's one area where you feel spiritually exhausted? Write a prayer, asking God to breathe life into it. What truth from Scripture do you need to cling to right now? If you are my Faith on Pause family, what questions are you carrying about faith? What questions are you carrying about God or about purpose? Write them down without judgment. And what will it look like to explore faith again, one small step at a time? Now, Fiery Faith TV is here for you. You can answer these journal prompts either in the comments or in your own journal at home. Feel free to also email it to me, especially if you have questions. You've made it to the end of today's episode, and that's no small thing. Whether your faith is on fire, on fumes, or on pause, you showed up. And showing up is the first step to transformation. So here's your reminder. You are not forgotten. You are not disqualified. You are not too late. You are exactly where you need to be for God to do something extraordinary. So if this episode stirs something in you, don't keep it to yourself. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. Your voice might be the spark someone else's need. And if you're ready to go deeper, grab your journal, open your Bible, start the conversation. Because Fiery Faith isn't just a podcast. It's a movement. It's a mindset. It's a miracle waiting to happen. I'm Rebekah Acquah, and I believe in you. I believe in the God who made you. And I believe that your story is still being written. In fact, it's already been written. Let's discover what's in those pages. So until next time, keep the fire burning, keep the faith blazing, and never forget, you're the right person in the right place at the right time. Until next time, Sunday at 4 p.m., this is Fiery Faith TV with yours truly, Rebekah Acquah. Bye for now.